Or
Here
if you're
we
just more focused
go.
on
We
Yankee
got another
Stadium
video of
because it's the Yankees
Olivia.
or because it's it's a new stadium.
No, you're right.
I'd be interested to hear
Come
the
on,
answer,
look
and
at
I'll
the
take that off
camera.
the air if you don't mind.
Thank you, David. That is a necessary question to ask. And what about it, Greg Rabarchik?
Yeah, I can definitely address that one. The new
There we
Yankee
go.
Stadium
I like
is
this.
quite a bit out ahead in terms of the highest rate of home runs in 2009. 3.6 versus a league-wide average of about 2.1. And if you look at the old stadium last year, it was very close to average. It was about 1.98, and the league average was about 2.01. So the old stadium played pretty much equal to the league average, and the new park so far is playing far enough above league average that even with the small sample size, if you do some stats on it, it comes out as a
Hopefully
significant
What are the other stadiums that are statistical outliers in terms
podcast won't
of
be
being
too
very easy
loud.
to hit home runs?
Well, absolutely. The Rangers ballpark in Arlington is a very high rate of home runs there. Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia, which has also had some talk about wins being funneled through that stadium. That's a pretty high one in the National League. US
Another
Field,
video
where the
on
White Sox
monkeys
play in
and
Chicago is
babies.
also a pretty high rate of homers as well.
Another
So those
video
are
for pee-pee
the usual
touchers.
suspects, and the new Yankee
Law and
Stadium
Order.
has
Baby
not only
kissers.
jumped up equal to those, but so far is running out ahead.
And has Coors Field in the thin air
She's
in
got
Denver,
such a soft,
they've tried to
fuzzy
combat
head. She's
what was
like a
historically
kid.
a good hitter's park by using a humidor. Could you explain how that works?
Yeah, exactly. When they first started playing ball in the 90s at Coors Field, they had just a rash of home runs. They actually had more than 300 home runs hit there one season. And aside from the altitude, I mean, they did build the stadium larger dimensionally to try to compensate for the altitude. But as the theory goes, the dry air in Denver was causing the ball to get a little bit smaller, to shrink a little bit, and to become a little bit lighter, which both of which would tend to make the ball fly further when you hit it the same way. So after the 2001 season, prior to the 02 season, they installed this humidor where they will store the baseballs.
Aren't you proud? I didn't squeeze her till she went.
At least 7 days. In a 70-degree, 50% humidity environment.
I'm talking to the computer.
Specs of the actual Rawlings ball that Major League Baseball uses. Those are the same specs that they use at the factory, and the idea was to try to make sure that they're using a ball that is on par with everybody else in the league. And since that time, you didn't see an immediate drop in the home run rate, but since then it has actually come down to become a lot more fair stadium home run-wise. It's still a very good offensive park because it is larger and there's a lot more ground for those outfielders to cover, but the home run rates have come down in Coors Field.
See, you say humidor, I say it's the prowess of Ubaldo Jimenez. But this is just my